Thanks, Steve. So Justin, can you talk a little bit about where this team is getting ready for LSU? I know that last Florida game you guys didn't shoot well, and yet you still were within a couple positions late in the game.
Hang on. He's muted. Justin, go ahead.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you talk about where this team's at right now? I know you're coming out of a game where your team didn't shoot well, and yet you were still right in it with Florida till the end.
Yeah. We coaching staff has a great game plan. You know, we're trying to fix some little kinks. But I think overall, in the Florida game defensively, we were pretty well. Like you said, we shoot the ball very well. So the coaching staff is handling it really well, and we're coming to practice every day to attack and get better. So yeah, I think we're really ready for LSU.
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I got a question, not really about the game. I want to ask you about Coach Michael Curry, who's on the support staff kind of with you guys. Did you know much about his background before he joined the program, and what does he bring to the program as far as, on a day-to-day basis?
I did not know. And that's the beauty of being here at Georgia. Is Coach Crean, has a lot of people who, help us on and off the court. And adding him to the staff has been nothing but a blessing. Coach Curry is always there for you. He doesn't let you, slack off or any of that, but, he's there to support and he's there for you, and I can tell I'm in there for the long term. I can ask him any question any time of my life and he'd be there. He's a great friend, a great coach, and he wants nothing but the best for us. So he's brought that to the table, and, with his experience, he's brought a lot of knowledge, and, I've gained, a lot of information with, just basketball and life and the NBA and all that kind of stuff, just, talking to him and, picking his brain a little bit. So he's been nothing but great to me.
Thanks.
Let's go to Anthony Dasher and then Jed May.
Hey, Justin, good to see you. Let me ask you about Severe. I mean, in light of him kind of moving up the charts, single season Georgia charts, I think it's 17 assists, shy of the school record. What's it been like playing with him this year and getting used to his game and how he's helped you and helped the whole team this season?
Yeah, that's another added blessing. I've never played with a point guard who he can control the ball, control the game so well. And he's just hitting the plank. He's going to be way better than he is right now, and he's great right now. He's young, he's a leader already, and he's a great friend to me as well. And I think that's the best thing about Severe that you might not know is he's a great person off the court, comes from a great family. And yeah, he's in just looking for your best interest in everything. So basketball wise, the sky's the limit for him. And I've, been blessed to, share the court with him as well. And I met him as soon as I committed, we kind of swapped numbers and started talking as soon as, I committed here. So he's been a friend ever since, George was even in, my side of view. So he's a great person, better player off the court, better person off the court. Yeah, that's all I can really tell you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Justin, I'm kind of following up on Severe. It seems like he's looked a lot more comfortable as a scorer, especially over the last, 2-3 weeks or so. Just what have you seen from him in terms of growing as a scorer in this offense over the course of the season? And I know he's worn a headband the past couple games. Does that have anything to do with it?
It's a little, no, I don't think so. But I told him he needs to keep wearing it. Yeah, he's had he's really, like I said, with the ball, his ball control. And I think when you have such a great handle and a certain, how fast he is and how much he can control the ball, it makes the game so much easier for him. He can really get by defenders and not only score, but he can, facilitate, continue to dribble around and pick apart the defenses. And when you can do that and also make plays with the pass, it helps your scoring, and then, yeah, he's a unique player. And I think that's why he's so special, is because there's not a lot of people who can control the ball like he can, and who can facilitate and pick apart defenses like he can. And I think a part of that is his mental. He studies the game a lot. It's the different things you have to do to be a great player, and yes, all the physical stuff. That helps, but you also have to study the game. And I think that he's done a great job with that. And I think that's why he's such a great player. It's not only his like the physical part of it, but the mental part of it.
We got time for one more question. Let's go to Chip Towers.
Yeah, Justin, obviously the outcome of these last couple of games could have been different if you guys could have played better in the first half. You guys have kind of been notorious for slow starts for whatever reason, even against Missouri, a game you won. Are y'all addressing that in any way? How do you explain that, and how important is it kind of going forward to get off to a good start?
For sure. I think, we've had a conversation about how like we fight so hard to come back into games in second halves. And I believe those are games that we can win if we don't get down as much, in the first half. So yeah, coach has talked about that, and us as players have talked about it. Just digging that deep of a hole, you can't always come back for it, and you always try to, and we have this season for sure. But we got to get off to a better start, and I think we got to continue. If we ever get down 6 or 8 or 10, we gotta capitalize back instead of continuing to dig that hole. And I think that's why I think the outcomes will be a lot better in the second half when we come out and play as hard as we have been. Instead of being down 15, we continue to strive and build on those turnovers that we're making teams make, and then continue to play as hard as we do. I think the outcomes are a lot better.
Justin, thank you for your time, and good luck in tomorrow's game.